What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel. And in this video, we're going to be doing a reading for all my Leo sun sign friends. That's right, if you were born between the dates of July 23rd and August 22nd, then you are a Leo sun sign, and this video is for you. In this spread, we're going to be doing a how to make forward progress reading. So this spread is going to tell you how you can change your emotions, your thoughts, and your actions to make forward progress in your life. Now, this is a general reading, and you can apply the knowledge gained here to whatever aspect of your life that you want, whether it be relationships or career or spirituality. This is general reading, and it'll help you to grow as a person generally. If you want a more specific reading tailored specifically for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop where I have a bunch of tarot readings that you can look over. And for the month of April, we're doing half off for friends and family. If you put friends and fam 50 in the promo code, and yeah, half off. So if you want a more personalized reading, go over there. So let me ask the question to the Llewellyn Tarot, which I'm using right now. What can Leo sun signs do to make forward progress in their lives? So give me a moment to shuffle the cards and get centered, and we will deal these out. Okay, I think we're ready. Let me cut the deck. And this is an 8-card spread. Alright, let me just look over, get an overview here. We got 2 major arcana, a mixture of pentacles, cups, and swords. Muy interesante. Alright, let's get into it. This first card here represents where you are now. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. I'm getting the feeling that, Leos, you guys are feeling pretty successful at the moment. I think things are picking up at work or whatever career you are engaged in, and it's allowing you to be more creative and more free and more expressive of yourself. So I'm just getting some good vibes from this card. You guys seem to be in a good place, a happy place. People are starting to look up to you in your workplace, and you're getting more respect and more admiration from your peers, I get the feeling of. And I just get the feeling of quiet contentment. Maybe things aren't going perfectly, but I think you guys, for the most part, you're pretty happy with the way things are right now in your life. Of course, there's room for improvement all over the board, but for the most part, you guys are feeling good, it seems like. Now, this is an overview. It's going to apply to a lot of you, but not all of you, so take what you will. This card represents the emotions that are sabotaging your progress, and we've got the 8 of Swords. I love the swords in this deck. Interesting. I'm getting the feeling here that you guys have a lot of negativity surrounding your emotions. And these are ones of limitation. So I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you are feeling limited, but it's only because of the way that you make yourself feel. That didn't come out right. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, a lot of you have created prisons for yourselves emotionally based on your belief systems about love and about what you expect to receive. I'm getting the feeling of constriction. I'm getting the feeling of, I don't know, just emotions that are kind of tangled in with negative ego thoughts. So a lot of negative ideas about emotions and about love in general, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you could have possibly created almost a prison in the way that you think about your emotions. Maybe a lot of you are keeping them to yourselves unnecessarily because you don't think anyone wants to hear them. But you got to realize that you can step out of this prison whenever you want. This is a self-inflicted prison pretty much. Let's look at this card. This card's going to tell us how you can change your emotions to make forward progress. This is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that a lot of you need to shift your the way you think about your emotions and adopt a more kingly adopt a more kingly attitude towards your emotions. For the most part, I'm getting the feeling that this King of Pentacles here, he's someone who is well grounded. He's someone who's in control. He's someone who takes things when they come. He's not going to rush things. He's not going to be too slow. He's going to be very on time with how to attack problems. And I'm getting that. I think that's the idea here behind how to change the way you think about your emotions. Be more in control of them. Take them slower. Take them when they need to come up. Don't get too frantic with them. Don't tell yourself negative things about your own emotions that are going to stifle your ability to share them or to feel them. And yeah, just be more grounded. And I know this is very general advice, so how does that apply to your life? Maybe you can put it in the comment sections. But, just try to be more in control is the major idea I'm getting here of what you're feeling about your emotions. I mean, you're not going to be in total control of your emotions, but you can be in control of how you feel about them. So don't be embarrassed to have certain emotions. Don't feel like they're a burden to other people. You have these emotions for a reason, and you need to express them. You need to analyze them and figure out why you're having them so that you can, change accordingly. So that's something to think about. Let's move on over here to thoughts sabotaging your forward progress. And we have the world, or the universe as it's called in this deck. Okay, so this card is telling me about completion. This card is about the completion of a cycle. And I'm getting the strong sense that a lot of you are having thoughts about the end goals, right? Let's say your hopes and dreams, right? And the end goals are kind of the predominant thoughts for a lot of you at this point, right? I want my life to look like this, right? And that's kind of the end goal, right? So I'm getting the feeling that those thoughts on the final goals that you have are kind of sabotaging your progress a little bit. And if your eyes are only on the end result, then you're going to miss the present moment. You're going to miss the adventure that's going to take you to that end goal. You're going to miss out on life. And basically, if you're not happy until you get that end goal, then you're not going to appreciate the journey, and you're going to miss so many beautiful moments all around you. So be sure that you're not so focused on the end, on accomplishing your dreams, because your dreams are fun because you're accomplishing them in real time, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, this card represents how to change your thoughts to make forward progress. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this is telling me that you guys need to focus on step by step. Right, the Ten of Pentacles is also about the completion of a process, but I get the feeling of more of taking this pragmatically, taking this intelligently. So rather than just being so swept up in the final end result, what are the steps that you need to take to get there? Finish each step in the order that you need to finish them so that you can reach this place of bliss and happiness, and you can reach it with still retaining the love for the present moment that's so required in order for you to feel fulfilled when you do attain your goals. So yeah, that's this card is definitely telling me that you guys need to focus your thoughts more on what to do next. What is my next step to get me further on my path to complete my final goals, rather than just focus your thoughts on the final goals. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense to me. I don't know. All right, this card here represents action sabotaging your progress, and we've got the Judgment card. Action sabotaging progress. This is interesting. I'm getting the feeling that karma is coming into play. I get the word karma coming up here. as far as an evening out of energies over time. And I think like a lot of you are putting in a lot of work to get what you want, thinking that the more work you put in, the more value you get out. And while this is probably, it could be true in some situations and some circumstances, I think it's important to remember that you guys need to work smarter, not harder, right? To think about the most wealthiest people on the planet. Do they put in 16-hour days? They're working smarter. They're not working harder. And I think that's what this card is trying to tell us, that you guys are trying to say, okay, I want a lot of money, so I'm going to put in 20 hours of work, in 2 days or whatever, whatever. And so a person who wants to make a lot of money can do this, but wouldn't it be better to work smarter, to figure out a way to put in 6 hours and get paid the same? And for a lot of you, this means, perhaps quitting a job and finding a new one, or, I don't know what this means to you, to be honest, but I think this card is telling me that you guys need to work smarter, not harder. The overall thing I'm getting. And then the karma will, karma takes care of itself. Don't worry about that. All right, this card here is how to change actions to make progress. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting the feeling here that this card is asking you guys, Leos, to be okay with, maybe not having all the money in the world, or all the possessions, or all the food, or all the, whatever physical thing that you're attached to. Think about what you need the most, right? As far as physicality, like some of you will be houses, some of you will be cars, some of you it'll be clothes or money or food, whatever. But whatever physical thing that you gravitate towards, that you feel like you need, this card is saying try to do without it and see how you feel. You don't need everything that you think you do to be happy, to be fulfilled, and to be taken care of. This card is asking you to maybe step into a metaphorical poverty and see what comes out of that. See how you feel as a result. So if you're just addicted to money, you got to have as much money as possible. I think this card is saying that in order to create forward progress in your actions, you have to be willing to take the action of not having as much as you can and explore that a little bit. This is a weird reading. Let me tell you right now, I'm getting some weird vibes from this. Leos, you guys are out there. Okay. If that doesn't make sense, put it in the comment section. I feel like I'm not explaining this well. But what I'm trying to say is that karma's going to take care of itself. Okay. So try to explore what it would feel like to not be obsessed with acquiring more stuff. In summation, that's what I'm trying to say, I guess. All right, this card here represents where you will be after the changes in this spread are made. So if you make these changes that I've outlined here, we're going to have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is about, remember that end goal that we were talking about? It's really funny that we had the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Cups here. All of these cards here are about the end of a cycle. This is about being emotionally satisfied and fulfilled, right? While, yes, you guys, for the most part, are feeling pretty happy in, your careers, your jobs, or, that sort of thing. If you make these changes, you're going to feel happier inside. You're going to feel like a more whole, happy person. And so that's what the Ten of Cups here represents. It's a happy home. You got the rainbows. Look at this image. I mean, if that doesn't scream happiness, then what does? Right? So, let's sum this up. This was a strange reading for me, but let's see what we got here. I mean, right now I get the feeling that a lot of you are, feeling good. You're feeling like you're accomplished. You're making strides in your work careers and that sort of thing. So that's good. But your thoughts are your emotions are kind of steering towards negativity. And I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you have allowed belief systems that say, for example, I shouldn't share my emotions with others, or I shouldn't be having these emotions, that sort of thing, are causing some setbacks for you guys. So in order to fix that, you got to have a more grounded approach to things. You have to be more take things slow and you know, process these emotions. Realize that you deserve to have them, that you need to have them. If you need to share them, then please share them. And yeah, just be more pragmatic with it. Over here, these are your thoughts, and your thoughts are on the end goals a lot. I'm getting the feeling you're focused too much on the prize and not the journey. And so this card is telling us to maybe take it a little slower, take it step by step, focus on the steps needed to attain your goals, and then your goals will just magically appear, right? So do what's got to be done in the now, in the present moment, so that your future does include this final goal. This card here, you know, the action sabotaging your progress. I'm getting the feeling that you're looking for an even exchange. I work hard, I get money. Or I work hard, I receive the spoils, right? But it doesn't have to be that way. This card is telling you that maybe you don't need those spoils as much as you think. So try to live without them and see if you really, those spoils are really necessary for your happiness. And if you can do those things, 10 of Cups, I mean, what more can I say? We're looking at bliss here, like Nirvana bliss. You know what I'm talking about? So yes, you have the potentials for great strides in the next month, Leos. So I'm envious of you guys. A great spread for you. Easy fixes, right? So that is my general overview for the how to make forward progress for Leos. This was the general spread. So if you want something more tailored specifically to you, then like I said, go check out my Etsy store. We've got the promo code FriendsandFam50. And you can put that at checkout to receive half price everything in the month of April, and we'll get you a reading just for you. All right, guys. So that's going to be the episode for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already. Happy taroting. Peace.